Hello, thank you so much for tuning in to Perfectly Imperfect Precious. So, I just want to say, I know I've been away for about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, but a lot of stuff has been going on, and I just finished school. I passed all my classes, I made the dean's list. Yay! Woo! But anyways, today I'm here to talk about some juicy information. I'm going to talk about the worst rumor ever. Yeah, so it's gonna be real juicy. All right, so just to give you a little background, I went to Wheatley High School, graduated there. It was a cool school. It was in the hood, but it was nice. I mean, I'm from the hood. I'm from Fifth Ward. Anyways, so let's get straight into it. So I used to hang with two other girls, and I'm not gonna put their name in it because I don't have their permission to. So I used to hang with two other girls. We were real cool. However, like one day I was at school, and like all of a sudden my homegirl was like, hey, like some people was like talking to my mama and was saying how something had happened, and she was telling me what had happened, but she was like, something had happened, and Annie, this lady, came and told her mom, and I was like, what? I was like, why would they say that? Like, what's going on? So as soon as she's telling me this, as soon as she told me that, they called me down to the office to come home. So I'm like, bro, what's going on? Like, what the heck? Like, this is not cool. Like, what's going on? So I get downstairs, like my mama jacking me up. Like, are you serious? Like, what is this I hear about? You got a train rammed on you? I'm like, what? I would never do anything like that. So I'm up here tripping because these people done lied on me, and they said that I got a train rammed on me, and I know dang on well I got enough sense to not be that down low. Like, no ma'am. So they're like, yeah, they said you was in Coke apartments and da 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 da. So the crazy thing about this is when my mom came and picked me up, when she came to the office, there was another girl that had the same name as me but different last name, and it was her. The aunt was like, yeah, that's my baby. No, that's my niece. It was her niece. She was like, no, that's my niece. Not Harris. It was another last name, but I'm not going to give that out because I'm just not going to do that. So that whole time, my mom was like, okay, well, so when she found that out, because we had to go back inside of the school. So when she found that out, she was like, okay, well, if that didn't happen, are you having sex? Are you having sex? And I'm like, no, ma'am, you lying. Oh, what? I'm about to take you to the clinic, so you better tell me now before I take you to the clinic. The clinic was like five minutes away. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So the police officer, he comes, he's like, well, ma'am, I don't want y'all, doing all this outside, so let's go inside of the office. So I'm like talking to her or whatever. So I'm lying. I'm like, no, mama, I didn't. So we finally get in the car. Like, it's finally about to happen. She finna take me to the clinic. They finna find out. So then I was like, yes, mom, I did. I had sex last year, and I think I was in the 10th grade at this time, and I said I lost my virginity. So I lost my virginity in the 9th grade. No, I wish I could have held on to it, but it's something that happened. And I was like, yes, ma'am, but as far as the threesome, or not even a threesome, a train, that never happened. And she believed me because the proof was in the office. The lady was like, no, ma'am, that's my child, that's my niece. Not Precious Harris, Precious blank blank blank. So that was a cover for me, and that helped me because there was no possible way I can say, mom, like there was no proof, so there was nobody but God to let her know, like, no, your child would never disgrace, do y'all like that. Your child would never do you like that. So, but then she found out that I had sex. I lost my virginity. So at the time, my mom called my aunt. And, my aunt comes home. She comes to the house, and, like, she's, like, very dramatic. And she's funny, but she's very dramatic. So she sits down. She's like, Precious, how dare you? Like, oh, my gosh. Because I had told them that I hadn't had sex. So I had lied already. So they believed me, but it was just so crazy. Like, shoot, everybody was disappointed. My mom, she was disappointed, and I was just so sad that I had disappointed her because I was good, So all I know is I see a stretcher coming to the house. This lady then brought I think he's an abominist, or I'm probably saying the wrong word, but he cleans dead people and stuff. So I'm like, mama, she's bringing a dead person in this house. Mama, come on now. So, you know, that didn't happen. The dead person wasn't on the stretcher, but there was a stretcher. And the man, you know, gave me a valuable, you know, some valuable information. He's like, you know, you need to really be careful because anything can happen. You just naturally having sex, like, you really don't need to be doing that, because he was like, you know, somebody had just died, they had got raped, and he had to, you know, fix them up and stuff. And I definitely understood. So then, like, after that happened, mom got my dad, and he came and talked to me. My granny came and talked to me. Who else? My aunt's husband at the time, he came and talked to me, and he was so disappointed because I straight lied to him and said, no, I'm not having sex. Like, I don't even got time. Like, I'm not playing with these dudes. Okay. Who else came and talked to me? I think that was it. But the best person that came and talked to me was my granny, and I thought that was gonna be like the worst person because I was scared. And I was like, okay, you know, my granny was like, you know, you just need to hold out. Like, you don't need to be, you know, having sex and doing that and doing this. And I'm like, yes, ma'am, you know. But she was just very calm, and she just came from a very loving place. And I appreciated that, because I was, like, getting badgered. Like, I felt so bad. I thought sex was horrible. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I don't ever want to have sex no more. Like, forget this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the worst rumor was somebody lied on me and said that I got a train wrecked on me. And then it got back to my mom, and then my mom came to school, jacked me up in front of people, and was like, what's going on? And then she found out that it wasn't true, which is perfect, which is amazing. I was like, thank you, God. Amen. You are on my side. And, you know, everything was good. But, man, I went through it. I was depressed. I was sad. You know, one day I had called my sister, and I was like, yeah, man, they said I did this and I did that. And her name is Cat Stacks. Real name is Thelma. But they was like, you know, they said I did that. And she was like, man, if you didn't do it, if you know you didn't do it, then don't worry about it. Like, it's okay. And she really gave me some really comforting words, because I had never dealt with no rumor like that. Like, people lying on me saying that I did that, you know. It was just so much, y'all. But I was like really depressed, really sad, because when people saw me, they believe rumors before they believe the person anyway. So when they saw me, they thought I was a freak. They thought I was like, you know, that girl. And I'm like, no, nigga. No, you got the wrong female. I'm not that girl. Never will be. Never have been. Okay? Come correct or don't come at all. Period. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, my lashes got stuck. Anyways, come correct or don't come at all. So, you know, that was definitely something that I dealt with. And this was in the 10th grade. And yeah, it was crazy. The thing that stuck out to me was my friend had just told me what her mom had just jacked her up about. And then as soon as she finished telling me, they calling me from Miss Evans' room saying come down to the office. And I'm like, wait a minute, am I going home? Like, I just got dropped off not too long ago. Like, I'm in second period. What are you talking about? Or what's really going on? But yeah, so that was the worst rumor ever lied. That was the worst rumor ever, y'all. And I was so hurt. Like, I hated it. And I found out who said it. But I never did ask the guy about it. It was a guy. And yeah, so I did find out who said it. And yeah, that was it. You know, I charged it to the game. Like, you live and you learn. And why they got me mixed up with Precious Blank instead of, I don't know, but they did get me mixed up, and that's just what it was. But anyways, I want to thank you guys for coming to my TED Talk. If you know you ain't do a rumor, if you know you ain't do what they said in that rumor, don't even worry about it, because people gonna lie and they gonna talk anyways, okay? But I want to thank you all for coming to my video, coming to my channel. And I want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas, because today is Christmas. And yes, I am filming. I said I have to film today. I don't care what I do. So thank you guys so much for visiting my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about the rumor. Like, let me know what you thought. Like, would you have handled it like I handled it? Because I was really sad and mad. I didn't like that. I don't like when people lie on me and I can't prove it. Like, what the heck. But anyways, thank you guys for visiting my YouTube channel. I want to thank you just for supporting me, and have a perfect day. Bye.